Beautiful ones. Today I'm going to be talking about how it is that I know some of the things that I know, and also how some of you can also have access to the same information, if not more. So, in my experience, a lot of the things that I've learned are through actual experiences that I've had in my life. A lot of the experiences that I've had have also not even been experiences that I've asked for. They've just kind of happened. And I think for me, a lot of it started with meditation. I opened up myself to meditation. The longer I meditated, the more that I was able to remember past lives, or concurrent life is what I call, because they're all happening at the same time. And how do I know that? So I know that in particular, I want to share one experience where I was actually playing the piano, and I noticed that a lot of the times when we're relaxed and when we're doing something creative is when you're more likely to be open to having those kind of experiences. And so I was playing the piano, and I just suddenly had almost like a vision where I was able to see all my lives all at the same time. And initially, I saw myself as like a pillar of light that was coming up out of this ocean. And then I was able to, almost as an outsider, as an observer, see all the different lives that I was having, and I was able to see them all at the same time. And I was aware of the fact that they were all happening right now, even though I was experiencing, this life as a human. And then also I started to, at one point, remember different lives that I've had in different realities, and I was able to connect with other aspects of myself that I can tune into and that I can get information about. And so my reality, my paradigm was very much shifted in many ways because of those experiences, not necessarily through reading books or getting information that way, although that did help open me up to the possibility. And so when I had some of these experiences, they weren't so shocking, at least not eventually. In the beginning, they were. So what I want to say is that all of us have access to the same information, and the reason why we have access to this information is because we're all connected to the same energy source. And so it's not that there's some of us are more special or some of us are more advanced than others, and so that maybe only some of us are able to have this experiences that are kind of out there. It's that all of us have access to that knowledge and to those experiences, and a lot of it is just whether we're open to receiving them. Or I think it's more of a soul thing, because I know when I started having a lot of my experiences, it wasn't necessarily that I was looking for them, they just kind of happened. And so the other thing that really helped me was psychedelics, which, I'm going to make a video about that, because psychedelics are very important. They're not necessary for you to have those experiences, because I've had more intense experiences being completely sober, or even during fasting, or during meditation, than I've ever had during any psychedelic experiences. But those plant medicines that are here to assist us did help to open me up also, because I was able to experience this different realities, and I was able to see beyond what you would call the veil, beyond what we normally see. I was able to see the fractals. I was able to see things in life that my eyes, my human eyes, wouldn't normally be able to see, but they were opened by some of the psychedelic experiences that I've had. And I'm specifically talking about mushrooms, ayahuasca, and even LSD. So there's a lot of different ways that we can have these different experiences, but for me, the major ones just happened when I was just relaxing, when I was in meditation. And we all have access to those experiences to be able to tap into our higher wisdom, to be able to tap into our higher truth, and to be able to tap into our higher self, to be able to have any of these questions answered. And there's a certain knowing that grows over time. There's a certain knowing in me that is just grown over time, and a lot of it has been taking a lot of trust for me to believe some of the things that I've experienced. But over time, it does get a little bit easier. So I think that we're all going to start having more of those experiences. It's not just going to be some of us. I think we're all going to start having some of those experiences. Of course, it helps if we're open to it, because a lot of times you can have an experience like that where you're aware of yourself. I remember the first time I was aware of myself being in more than one place. I was sitting down writing, and all of a sudden I became aware of myself being in another part of the house, having a conversation with one of my team members. And and realizing, that I don't just exist in one space, but that I exist in many of them, if not all of them. So it might be difficult for some people when they start having those experiences, but just be gentle with yourself. Realize that you do have access to all the knowledge, and that a lot of it is just us being open to it. So just want to share that. Have a good day. Bye bye.